Alright guys, just got done watching AEW. Boy oh boy oh boy. It's not a work now, is it, people? People who thought Dean Ambrose, it's a work, he's gonna take time off, he's gonna come back, yeah, it's a work, huh, people? It's a work, huh? We'll get into that too. But let's break it down, overall my theme and how I felt about the show. Off the bat, Jim Ross on commentary, it's a plus right there. It's a plus right there. Like the setup of the ring, like setup of the arena, pyro, fire, loved all that. Only thing I didn't like, there's two things I didn't like. Two things that I didn't like. I'm sorry people, you're gonna have to find Jim Ross some other commentating partners. I mean, I don't know if Jerry Lawler's contract's gonna be up anytime soon. I just don't like the other two guys with Jim Ross. I don't like the other two guys. I don't like the other two guys. Those are the issues right there. Issue one. Find Jim Ross one of the commentators. B. Now, again, they said they want to be different from WWE, so it's not too big of a gripe. But the only thing I did not like, other thing I did not like was some big moves we got out throughout the night. Not usually with WWE like bam, right there, replay of the big move. Sometimes they made us wait until the end of the match to show us like the big spots replay. Okay, I don't mind that, but we'll see how they're gonna go forward. Those are really my only two complaints. Can you believe that, guys? Only two complaints compared to what we get on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Only two complaints. Now, the commentary, maybe, again, there was a first show. Maybe going forward, they'll get used to Jim Ross's commentary style. We'll find out. And maybe they might change some of the replay adjustments they do where they don't make you wait till the end to see the big moves from the replays. But, really, people, those are my only two complaints. Now, the show being from 8 to midnight, it's a Saturday. I told you guys, it's a Saturday. Some people don't have to work the next day. Some people do have to work the next day. But it's a Saturday. I do not mind it if AEW puts their shows on Saturday. If you're going to tell me all your pay-per-views are going to be on Saturdays, I'm okay with the show being from 8 to midnight. Okay? So I didn't mind that. Now, there were some of my friends did have issues with the Bleacher Report app, which, again, people, I mean, if you don't have Apple, again, I have Apple TV and I also have cable. So I ordered it on cable, which, to me, I had no issues with my Spectrum. No issues whatsoever. So maybe they will fine-tune the Bleacher Report app again. If you're paying $50 for a Bleacher Report app and you have it skipping back and forth, sometimes like the WWE Network does skip back and forth in times on the network app. But hopefully they'll fix that going forward. Now, again, after watching this show tonight, I'm not going to compare this to WWE. I'm not even going to waste my breath and my time because AEW is better than anything we had on Raw or SmackDown since God knows how long. So I'm not going to compare it to WWE. What I'm going to compare it to is fucking NXT. That's what I'm going to compare this show to. WWE does not even deserve to be in AEW's breath right now in comparison. So what I'm going to compare this to is NXT. Now, before Jon Moxley showed up, I would give this show an 8.5. An 8.5, I felt that was well deserved. An 8.5. There was some good matches. There was some slow down matches. But everything on the card was good. There was nothing where I'm like, this is a bathroom break. This is complete dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we would get with a Baron Corbin match on a Monday Night Raw. There was nothing on this show that was like, okay, this is dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything was good, okay, or great. That's literally what it was. Tonight was good, okay, or great. That's how it was. Now, with Dean Ambrose showing up, that bumped the score up to a 9. But if we're just going to discount Dean Ambrose being on the show, I felt like tonight was a good NXT pay-per-view, not great. Not NXT New Orleans. To me, NXT New Orleans is the creme de la creme, the greatest NXT takeover show of all time. NXT New Orleans is the greatest show of all time, for as NXT wise. So I was going to compare it to the NXT shows. Now, before Dean Ambrose showed up, I was going to give this show a, how would we say this? I was gonna say NXT New York would have been a perfect, right there, perfect example. I would have put it on that level of a show. That level of a show. NXT New York, the one we got WrestleMania this year, WrestleMania weekend. That was I gonna put it on. But with Dean Ambrose showing up, I kind of bumped it up to a 9. We're gonna work our way backwards. How about we do that? Because it'll be easier for me because I can get rid of the stuff that doesn't matter at the end. Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. First, the AEW title looks good. Bret Hart came out and introduced the AEW World Championship. It looks good. I like the design. Simple, nothing over the top where you like, I hate this shit. I like the design. Chris Jericho versus Omega. Now, Hangman Page won the buy-in battle royal, which he gets a shot against now Chris Jericho for the AEW World Championship, which I think Jericho's going to win. Jericho versus Omega. Now, people, I know some people out there love them some Kenny Omega. Now, it could also be the opponent that, again, it could be the opponent that Omega was wrestling against. It was... How should I say this? Again, Jericho, how old... Hold on. Alexa, how old is Chris Jericho?
Chris Jericho is 48 years old. He was born on...
All right, Alexa, okay.
1970.
Alexa,
Other custom...
Thank you. So, Chris Jericho is 48 years old. It was an okay match. I may be in one of the minorities. It was okay. It was okay. It was nothing that was earth-shattering. Nothing that was, again, the moment at the end with Dean Ambrose was pretty much, that covered up this match here. Which you didn't want to blow your load, and here comes Dean Ambrose, you know what I'm saying? So, it was an okay match. Jericho winning, was I surprised? No. After Hangman Page won the buy-in Rumble, I was like, okay, Jericho's going to win. You can't have two faces going against each other in today's wrestling. You like to do heels versus faces. So, Jericho versus Omega to me was an okay match. Nothing earth-shattering. Maybe they'll have a better match. Maybe down the line whenever they face again, who knows. But it is tied 1-1. Dean Ambrose coming out and freaking fucking shit up. Badass. I like that. Only issue here I have of this was, you're going to have Kenny Omega lose 2 matches in a row? So, look, you can't have Dean Ambrose lose, and you can't have Kenny Omega lose. They both... Kenny Omega just lost to Chris Jericho, and then you're going to have, now, potentially, Dean Ambrose. God, I got to get used to call him John Moxley. Okay, you're going to have John Moxley lose to Kenny Omega on his first AEW match. That's what you kind of into a corner right here. But I'm sure they probably might have a street fight, something like that, where you can cover some stuff up. But you're telling me next pay-per-view, Hangman Page versus Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega versus Dean Ambrose, versus John Moxley. You already sold me for the buy button. So Jericho versus Omega, okay match. Dean Ambrose, oh my gosh, John Moxley coming out wrecking shit. Totally loved it. Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros. Holy fuck. I love the Lucha Bros. Holy freak, I just love the swagger. That's why I love the Usos. I love the Lucha Bros swagger. Dude, that shit is just, oh my gosh. I love the Lucha Bros, man. Now I see why people, listen here. Triple H. We'll get to Triple H in a second. But I love the Lucha Bros. I love their swagger. That's why I love the Usos. Hey, Usos, tell us a man not to dumb you down like he's already doing on Raw. But I love the Lucha Bros. The Young Bucks, if you guys want me to be completely honest, this is the first time I actually watched a full Young Bucks match. Yes. That's the first time I watched a full Young Bucks match besides them facing the Hardys, which was what, like 2 years ago? No, it was it 3 years ago? When they faced the Hardys before WrestleMania 33 in Orlando. That's the first time I watched a full Young Bucks match since then. I love them. Now I see why they stayed and they didn't go to the WWE. Because what they do, Vince would not allow them to do that shit. Now I see why they stayed there and they're making their own money. Yeah, Vince would not allow you to do that. He would not allow you to do that. Definitely not. The match against the Lucha Bros was fantastic. Wrestling wise, this was my favorite match of the night. Young Bucks keeping their belts over the Lucha Bros. I was surprised because, again, Lucha Bros do work in AAA. So I was like, we did the favor for you at our company. Maybe you did the favor for us at your company. But, I mean, if you can tell me I can get another match from these two guys, these four guys, please sign me up for that. I would gladly take to see the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros again. Loved it. Now, holy shit moments of the night. Crowd reaction at its apex. A match we should have got at WrestleMania 31. Listen here. This is to me when AEW Double Nothing started. All the stuff before this match here. This is when the show started. First off the bat, Cody Rhodes, your wife is hot as hell, bro. Out the gate, bro. Your wife, Brandy Rose, is Jesus Christ, Cody. You're one lucky man, bro. She is drop dead gorgeous. Cody Rhodes firing shots at Triple H. And I'm sure Triple H was watching tonight. Trips, I'm sorry, bro, but again, the old man must go. We know this. I mean, I know you're just waiting for the XFL to start. I'm sure Triple H is just waiting for the XFL to start so he can get the old man out of here. Because you're telling me I don't think Triple H is gonna take this lying down. Cody Rhodes comes out with his entrance. There is a Triple H themed chair. If you guys remember Triple H's entrance from WrestleMania 30 where he had Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha. He was in that chair. There was a chair similar to that sitting there in Cody Rhodes' entrance. I was like, so Cody's not sitting on it. He's walking by it. Okay. Brandy Rose goes under the ring and gives Cody Rhodes a sledgehammer. So the crowd's like, okay. Alright, well, what's he going to do here? Cody goes back up the ramp and goes and beats the chair. Everything. And just blows up. So, warning shots are fired at Triple H. Hey, bro. These people ain't messing around, Trips. I don't know what you got to do, man. The old man must go or he better retaliate. Because you can tell me, AEW's not messing around. They had Bret Hart there tonight. They had DDP there tonight. We'll get to Awesome Kong in a minute. And then they signed Jon Moxley. Then they did bring in Ty Dillinger. Ty Dillinger is signed. Is Ty Dillinger signed? You guys comment down below in the chat. I mean, not the chat. I just got off the live stream. Jesus Christ. You guys comment down below. Is Ty Dillinger officially signed to AEW, or was it just a one night appearance? But regardless, Sasha Banks also tweeted tonight about the women's wrestling tonight. She enjoyed it. Can Sasha be AEW bound soon? So I'm sure a lot of wrestlers in the back, the Revival probably watched it. I'm sure the Usos are probably saying, should we re-sign with you, Vince? I'm sure there's a lot of people that were watching tonight saying, I like that. I'm going to go join there. So, but anyways, the matchup. Cody versus Dustin. This is all old school booking where Jim Ross fit perfectly tonight on this match. There's a lot of great back and forth, but the spot of the night. Cody Rhodes ends up removing the turnbuckle, the middle turnbuckle. You know when Goldust used to do that running like shot to your groin area? So he was going to go do that. Cody ducks out the way. Again, the turnbuckle is removed. Goldust, I just want to call him Goldust. But Dustin runs. Cody gets out the way and he just goes face forward into the exposed turnbuckle. And he just a crimson mask, bro. Which again, we got blood tonight. So that added factor to the match. That made the match go from a 6 to, it jumped up to a 7.5 right there, man. But the back and forth, the kick outs of Crossroads, the near falls. I mean, the crowd was on the edge of the seat. Storytelling 101. If you want great storytelling, this is what. If you're an aspiring wrestler, this is storytelling to the T. To the T. So Cody Rhodes does beat his brother, which, I mean, I don't think anybody picked Dustin to beat Cody Rhodes tonight. I don't think anybody did that. But great matchup here. Storytelling to the T. Loved it. Then they had aftermath. You have the after the match there with Cody and Dustin. I mean, that didn't bring a tear to your eye, man. I don't know what did. Now, after that, people, we're working our way backwards. Again, I don't, I can't tell you guys 100% what happened after that. Well, I can tell you the card, but I'm talking about, like, me, just give you guys the names of people, stuff like that. I'm going to go back up and look at the cards, so I'll give you guys who actually won. Now, we're going to go back to the women's match first, because in the chat, we were arguing back when some of my fans were saying, how did Vince McMahon not sign Tessa Blanchard and Adam Cole's wife, Britt Baker? How did you not sign Britt Baker to pair with Adam Cole? Jesus Christ, she was fantastic tonight, Britt Baker was. So, we're going to work our way back, because I'm not going to pronounce all these people's names that I do not know. So, we're going to go, but they do know who won, but let me just wrap this up real quick, because I want to watch Joe Cronin's AEW review real quick. So, let's work our way back. Before that was Eric Kong. Eric Kong and her team lost to Rio's team. That was a pretty damn good 6-women's tag match. I enjoyed it. Probably the best 6-women's tag match I've seen in God knows how long on any TV. Because again, there was no Carmella, there was no Alicia Fox, there was no Dana Brooke, there was no, who else is terrible? There was no Tamina, there was no Nia Jax. This was a pretty damn good 6-woman tag match. I believe before that was the Best Friends versus Jack Evans. Best Friends won here, and there's a team that attacked them after the match. I don't know who they are. You guys can comment down below. But the Best Friends did win. Now, before that was again Adam Cole's wife, Britt Baker, versus Rose, Ray, and Awesome Kong, which came out. Britt Baker does end up winning here, which she is, dude. Vince, I don't know how you did not sign Britt Baker, but at least you signed Chelsea Green. You could have had Britt Baker and you didn't sign Tessa Blanchard. What the fuck were you doing? So Britt Baker does win. I do want to know when they're going to introduce that AEW Women's title, though. Maybe when they do get Sasha Banks down the line. Because right now, Vince just let Sasha Banks go. She does not clearly want to be there. She doesn't want to be there. And the last match on the main show we'll get to was SoCal. They lost to the AAA team. And then we had Kip Saban. Kip Saban won, and then Hangman Page won the Battle Royal. So that was the card, guys. The 3 matches that we wanted to see, they delivered. And then the stuff below was pretty good, too. So, overall grade of this show. Now, Dean Ambrose did show up. You know what? I'm going to be completely fair and objective. I don't know if I want to give this show a 9, but I enjoyed it. Listen here. End of the day, people, I enjoyed myself. The $50 to me was worth the money that I paid. I enjoyed myself. Overall, AEW going forward, yeah, I enjoyed myself. And if you guys want to know what, again, I only had 2 complaints, commentary and the camera replays. That is literally it. Nothing else. I mean, again, it's a Saturday night. If they continue to do the pay-per-views on a Saturday night, I don't have a real issue with it going to midnight. Because again, UFC usually goes until 1 o'clock at night when they have their pay-per-view. So I had no real issue complaints. Now, going forward, the next pay-per-view, I don't know what it's going to be for AEW, but going forward, I like this. Can't wait for the next show. You guys comment down below what you think of AEW Double or Nothing. Give me your grade of the show. Dean Ambrose showed up, so fuck it. I'll give it a 9. A 9. I'll give it a 9 because Dean Ambrose showed up again. If Dean Ambrose would have not shown up, I'd have been at 8.5, which again is a fair grade. 8.5 to a 9. You can go either way. Okay? I enjoyed myself. Again, social media, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram is all down below. Catch you guys tomorrow for some more reactions.